What's going on, broskies? GG here, back with another video for you guys today. And if you're new here, what's up? Smash that like and subscribe button because we always be having a lot of fun around here. So I want to jump straight into the big release that Konami just did, the 25th Anniversary Rarity Collection 2. And that is just like massive news because the first collection dropped a lot of good cards for us that a lot of players desperately needed, and the second collection supposedly is going to have way better cards and a higher rate drop for a lot of cards people's going to need as well. Apparently we're supposed to have double it. So I want to go ahead and check out and see what Konami posted, and hopefully they give some good news about what we are going to be expecting. So we're on the official Konami page here, and this just released apparently is going to be a 79 set. And officially May 24th right here is when we are expecting the drop. So that's not bad at all. We have a decent times away, and this can already give you a lot of confliction about the market rate right now with a lot of cards, because a lot of cards are really fluctuating in price, especially since we just got the announcement of this right here. So a lot of cards are either dropping off in price or skyrocketing in price because people want to offload those cards in the chance that they're going to be dropping in this pack, so they can end up picking it up for a lot cheaper and capitalize on the sale of those cards right now. So you have to be very careful in the market going into what cards you're going to be buying, especially those tier 1 decks with the Bellstar and Horse engines. And then we got $9.99 per pack, 9 cards per pack. So I did already see right here it said obtain twice as many ultras and secret rares per pack in the 25th anniversary, which is going to be really good and really bad. The part that sucks about this is now we are nearly double the MSRP right here per pack, which is going to be nearly $10 now for 9 cards. So technically Konami is putting in a few more cards, but now they basically double the price, saying you're gonna get 2 packs worth of cards in one. But they justify the price by saying you can obtain twice as many ultras and secret rares. So it may balance itself out. Really depends on what cards you honestly pull. That's gonna really dictate to see if the price of $9.99 for a pack is going to be worth it. Alright, so let's see. Last year 25th anniversary collection blew everyone's socks off. I wouldn't say that exactly. So we started to work on a sequel right away in order to get out as fast as we can. We've made some changes to the configuration while leaving all the good stuff and value intact. Okay, Konami, sure. 25th Anniversary Rarity Collection 2 pack has twice as many Ultra and Secret Rares per pack, which gives you twice as many chances at Luxury Rares per pack, Quarter Century Secret Rares, Prismatic Style, Ultimate and Collector's Rares, and Platinum Rares. Okay, so obviously it's going to be worth it if we pull some Quarter Centuries. That's going to be high pricing cards at that time, and anything is going to be good, especially in the luxury rarity collections. But it really depends now at this point what cards are going to be putting there, because you can grab some Quarter Centuries, that's all and dandy, but if it's not going to be worth the money for those Quarter Centuries, or the standard cards are going to be put in there, they can just get some reprints, slap on some new rarities, and just call it a day and say, hey, you know, now you got Ash and blah blah blah. So it really depends on what cards they're going to be putting in this pack to dictate if it's going to be worth the money. So hopefully they gave us a little hint to see what cards we're going to be expecting, and we can kind of make a few predictions, but we can't get our hopes up on certain cards, of course, because they're going to keep that secret until the release. So we've cut back on the packaging, so there will be fewer packs you'll need to open and fewer foil wrappers to throw away. Okay, so cost-effective recycling to get the same number of cards you're looking for. So that's basically their excuse to put 9 cards in one pack and double the price, because they're basically saying, you know, less packaging, less things to throw away. Yeah, I get you're trying to be like economically, but truthfully speaking, you're just putting a few more cards in a pack and it's double the pricing. As good and bad, because yeah, you're going to be saving on a lot of packs that you'll be throwing away, so that's package saved right there on the buyer's end. But it's also a cost-effective saving for Konami, because that means less packaging they need to use for their products, so that's going to save them more money in the long run, which means more money for the company. So it's good for both individuals. Bad because they're going to be doubling the price per pack now just by adding a few more cards in. So it really depends if the few more cards in they're adding is going to value that price of $9.99 depending on the rarity in the card. If you missed out on the first rarity collection, here's how it works. Every card in the set is available in every rarity, with 3 standard rarities, Super Rare, Ultra Rare, Secret Rare, and 4 special luxury rarities, Quarter Century Secret Rares, celebrating the 25th anniversary, Platinum Secret Rares, Prismatic Style, Collector's Rares, and prismatic style ultimate rares with special 3D varnish, and also available only overseas until recently. So we are going to be getting some new styles of rarity, luxury rarities here, and depending on the artwork, hopefully we might get some alternative art. One can only hope, because they said available only overseas until recently, so maybe that's hinting towards something else, that we might be getting different artwork for cards that we love. We already got 2 different pins like Ash, hypothetically, so it'll be pretty cool to see if they actually put some valued cards in the pack with new artwork and a new rarity style, so that makes it more enticing for us to go ahead as collectors to grab those cards, or even as individuals who's trying to get that engine or that certain card for our deck to get a new art style or just a better rarity instead of just having nothing at all currently at the moment, or just having a basic common or a certain rarity that's low end versus getting something a lot better that you could just splash into your deck and have it looking a lot better. Opening rarity collection packs is a rapid fire waterfall of high powered cards in 7 of the game's most powerful foil rarities. If you haven't experienced this all foil extravaganza yet, you're in for a treat. Each pack will contain 2 secret rares, each with an individual 1 in 4 chance of being upgraded to a platinum secret rare or quarter century secret rare. That is pretty decent. Yeah, it's 1 in 4 chances, but it really depends on the ratio now we're looking at per pack. So we really have to see 2 secret rares is going to be nice per pack, and the chance of getting a platinum secret rare or a quarter century, I feel like kind of increased now, because now you have 25% for 2 cards, so theoretically that would be 50%. I don't know if my math is good right now with that, but there's a pretty decent chance now you could be getting a platinum secret rare or a quarter century now. 4 ultimate rares, each with the individual 1 in 6 chance of being upgraded to a prismatic style collector's rare or a new prismatic style ultimate rare. Okay, so the chance of this is obviously a lot lower, but it's going to be a bonus for 2 different styles of prismatic going forward, but 4 ultra rares is nothing to cry about. And then 3 super rares, which is pretty good depending on the card itself, because they did mention that certain cards are going to be having new rarities, so it's always good just to have 3 super rares of cards that didn't have a super rare before, or just getting a reprint of 3 super rare cards now that we either needed or just nice to slap into the binder or just admire it. All cards are different from the first rarity collection. Here's just a quick look at some of what you can find. Okay, so right there we already know we can just scroll through the first collector's list and see what cards are on it, so we already know we can't expect those cards. So it's going to be a completely brand new list, which is really good now, because that means that the opportunities are endless depending on what cards we can potentially pull. Hopefully it's going to be things that are needed and wanted, and not just like some random BS thrown in there that's going to end up taking up space where you don't need it to be. And now we got a quick look at the cards that we can expect. So this is exactly what I was hoping for, so fingers crossed it's something good. Hard to find tournament powerhouses like Axis Code Talker and Magician Souls. Okay, so Axis Code Talker is like, what, a 3 or 4-year-old card at this point, and it's still insanely expensive right now. In any rarity you get it in, basically you're looking at about $40 base on TCG Player, which is still very expensive for a card so old as this. But because Axis Code Talker is so splashable in so many decks, and because it's so strong, it retains that value very good. So the fact that we can get Axis Code Talker in an unknown rarity at this point and a higher chance to pull it is very enticing, and definitely one card that's going to make me be buying several of these packs going forward. Next, we got Magician of Souls, which of course held a very high price tag at one point as well. And it's good for Magician players to get this card if they are still playing the deck and splash it in there, because I know it was an important card at the time when it did come out. I don't really see much Magician players nowadays, but maybe this might entice some players to really get back into the deck, because the card is going to be now more affordable and more easily attainable, which is good. So we may see a fluctuation with that playstyle. Let's see. Too early to tell, but it'll be nice to really go up against a few Magician decks. A really good pilot for that deck could take that deck really far and do a lot of surprise plays, because no one's really expecting to go up against Magician players. And when you're not expecting that and a Magician player pulls off full combo, it could be pretty difficult to get over that board sometimes. So we got Silent Magician and Silent Swordsman. Okay. I don't really have much feeling towards those two cards specifically, but it's nice that we will be able to pull them. I'll just personally slap them in my collection for now. Available for the first time in 8 years, and just in time for the brand new Silent cards coming in April, Legacy of Destruction. That is right, I completely forgot about the Legacy of Destruction pack. So bringing out 2 old cards that may be working in conjunction with the Legacy of Destruction support that they're going to be getting from that pack now. So that's definitely going to be potential hinting that you should cop these while you can, because if the deck is getting support, I don't know how meta worthy it's going to be in the upcoming format. But if they're secretly dropping this now, it may be worth getting your hands on Silent Magician and Silent Swordsman just to potentially have them in stock for when those support drops. Who knows? Cards that will glisten and gleam in your hands as they wait for the perfect moment to seal your victory. Tournament mainstays like Droll and Lockbird and Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. Plus Ghost Mourner and Moonlight Chill and Fantastical Dragon Phantasme. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. Droll already so many rarities. I just bought the Fire King structure deck and I pulled the common Droll in that. So if I definitely get more rarities of Droll, that'll be great. I'll be able to play in my deck and make the deck look even a lot better. Not really something I care too much about. Building a rarity collection hand trap is nice and all, but it's not really needed. So Droll is kind of like basically following the same format as Ash, along with the other remaining hand traps here at the moment, because it looks like they're all going to have alternative work or reprints and now new rarities. So I guess it's good just to splash mana or just have them, but it's not something we really need right now. The Interstellar Field Spell card from the competitive Vices Starfrost story deck. Primitive Plant and Primal Plant, Pressured Plant, Peaceful Plant, all the plants, whatever. Not bad. I was really curious about the Vices Starfrost story deck, and I was actually looking at that earlier this morning as well. So it'll be nice to get more rarities of these cards for that specific deck. Not something I really care too much about, but it'll be easily obtainable and very nice to have for the collection. And especially because this is going to be a deck that I may build in the future just to have on the side and play test a lot. It'll be nice to really have these nice looking cards I can just throw in that deck there. And variant artwork. So this is exactly what I was talking about right here. Variant artwork, the biker version of IP Masquerena. So that means we're going to get alternative artwork for a card that is pretty good already in basically almost any deck. So that's pretty nice. And the Fierce version of Rescue Cat will now be available in all 7 different varieties, plus Appaloosa Boar the Goddess. Okay, so IP Masquerena and Appaloosa Boar the Goddess are the only 2 ones I really care about here. Not really Rescue Cat, to be honest with you. I'll just slap that in the binder if I do pull it. But I'm honestly more happy about Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess. I'm more happy that they said Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess because I'm just about to go pick up another copy of Appaloosa for the Fire King deck. So the fact that Appaloosa is going to be coming out now with a better artwork and hopefully a higher rarity, that just goes to show that I'm going to be picking up the cheapest copy I can possibly find at Appaloosa now in hopes that I'll be pulling a better rarity alternative artwork in the future. So I'm happy I might be saving some money right now just off of this card alone. Plus dozens and dozens more. So dozens and dozens more meaning alternative artwork or just like in general. I'm curious about that. Whether you're a collector or a competitive duelist, it's full of cards for everyone. Okay, so I'm definitely happy they gave us a sneak peek of some cards that's coming here. IP, Appaloosa, Access Code, and Magician Souls are honestly the 4 most important cards I'm seeing here that really matters to me at least. And I'm definitely happy that the chances of pulling better cards, higher rarities, and chance to upgrade to Platinum, Secret Rare, Quarter Centuries, or both prismatic styles are a higher chance. And they give you basically the rough ratio. We don't know how true that really is, but we'll be able to test it out depending on how many boxes we decide to go ahead and buy this. I know for a fact I'll be picking up a handful of boxes, as much as I possibly can, to pull whatever rarity I possibly can of these cards. So we're going to be testing them and doing a rough breakdown of the ratio pulls that I'll be getting from this pack. All in all, it looks like Yu-Gi-Oh! 25th Anniversary Rarity Collection 2 is going to be pretty spicy and happily needed at this time. I'm definitely happy to come out with a Collection 2. I'm actually going to be picking up a Collection 1 Rarity Booster Box this coming week to do an unboxing for you guys. So if you want to see that video, stay tuned. And until then, guys, I'll see you on the flip side.